In this video, I'm sharing 5 inspiring social media post ideas. Let's get started. Hey guys, Angie with Gensler.com here. And if you have ever wondered what to post on social media or you've struggled to come up with fresh ideas, then you are going to love this video series. This is the 12th video in my series of 100 social media post ideas. So if you have not seen the previous 11 videos, you can click the link to that entire playlist in the description down below. Now, each video in this series walks you through 5 different post ideas to help you create better social media content and get better results and engage your audience so you can start growing your business. And I also want to make sure you know about my free cheat sheet of all 100 post ideas. So you don't have to wait until I publish every single video in this series. You can get your hands on all 100 ideas by heading over to angiegensler.com/cheat sheet. And that will give you a 2-page cheat sheet that you can download and print out for free. Okay, so of the 5 ideas that I'm going to share with you in today's video, 4 of them fall within the uplifting category, and 1 of them fall within the favorite things category. Now, I talk a little bit more about the uplifting category in the previous video in this series, and I'm going to talk more about the favorite things category in the next video in this series. So to keep this video short and sweet, I'm going to let you check out those other videos to learn more about those categories. So let's dig into the 5 post ideas for today's video. The first idea I want to share with you is number 56, and it is helpful routines. So if you have a morning ritual or a nightly routine that you do every single day to help you stay more focused or keep you energized or keep your body healthy, share that with your audience. Your followers love to learn helpful tips to make their lives better and to improve their own morning routines or nightly rituals. So let's take a look at a couple examples of some helpful routine posts. This first one comes from My Darling Bookshelf, and she has this simple photograph of her, and she shares in her status update a little bit about her morning routine, and at the end she says, "What's your morning routine?" So this was a pretty easy post for her to create, a really simple photograph. She shares a helpful tip, and then she tries to engage her audience by asking them to comment about their morning routine, which was a really great way to also encourage engagement with this post. Let's take a look at another example. This one comes from Fit for Soccer, and as you can see, they put a little bit more time into developing the image for this post. So they created a custom graphic that walks through the morning routine of a soccer player. And they have this big bold headline that really gets your attention from that image. And they put a little bit of detail in the status update, but mostly it's on this image and it really gets your attention. So hopefully these 2 examples showed you that you could make your helpful routine post very simple with just a photograph of yourself, or it could even be a photograph of maybe a cup of coffee and you talk about your morning routine. Or it could be really in-depth and you create a custom graphic outlining your morning routine or your nightly ritual. Whichever route you take, your helpful routine posts are going to provide value to your audience and make them feel better and inspired to make improvements to their lives. Okay, let's move on to the next idea, and that is post idea number 57, inspiring person. Now, more than likely, you have plenty of people in your life who have inspired you. And this could be anyone from, a parent or a spouse or your child, or all the way to people you've never met before. Maybe it's a celebrity, or maybe it's someone who has passed. Maybe it's a grandparent. No matter who it is in your life that's inspired you, share about it with your audience and share what you've learned from them and what specifically about them inspires you. So let's take a look at a couple examples of an inspiring person post. This first example comes from Blue October Band, and he shares an image of a young man he met on the street, and this young man thanked him for his music. And this musician felt really inspired by one of his fans, and so he decided to take a picture with him and share it on social media. So again, this is a really simple post for him to create. It's just a photo with someone who inspires him, a quick status update, and it's a very uplifting, feel-good post. So let's take a look at another example. This one's on LinkedIn. This comes from Alan Stevens, and Alan is actually sharing a post from Joseph Bonner. And Joseph shares this video of a police officer helping a woman at the DMV. And it's very uplifting, very inspiring what this officer is doing. And it's a really easy post for Alan to create. He just shared someone else's post, put a quick status update on there, and now he is sharing about an inspiring person and providing uplifting content for his audience. Okay, let's move on to number 58, and that is to spread joy. Now, I'm sure if you do a quick scroll through any social media channel right now, you will find plenty of negative or fear-inducing posts. So be a source of joy and a source of light to your audience and brighten their days. You could do this with a joke, a funny meme, maybe a beautiful image, or a joy-inducing story. So let's take a look at a couple examples of some spread joy posts. So this first one is just a cute little image with a saying. It says, "I'd like to thank whoever saw the coffee bean and thought, hey, if I smash that and mix it some water, it will be awesome." Now, anyone who's not a coffee lover may not understand how this image spreads joy, but to all of you out there who love coffee, you can see how this image would just make you smile, and it would spread joy to you if you saw it in your newsfeed. But you either have to go out and find an image or find some sort of meme, or you have to design one from scratch. That can take some time, so I want you to know that that's not absolutely necessary to create a spread joy post. Let's take a look at an example from LinkedIn, and this one is coming from Angie F, and she shares this beautiful image of a sunrise over the ocean. And then she shares a quick status update, and she encourages her audience to take time to spread some sunshine wherever you go. And look at the amount of comments and likes she received just on this simple image of a sunset over the ocean. So when you're creating a spread joy post, keep in mind that it doesn't have to be a really in-depth image or a beautiful graphic that you custom design. It can simply be a photo of something beautiful, something that will help spread joy and light and make people smile. Okay, so that's a spread joy post. Let's move on to number 59, which is a balance tip. Now, our world is so fast-paced that virtually every single person has a desire to create more balance in their life. They want more of that work-life balance, and they want to discover tips to help them better balance all the different responsibilities that they have to manage in a day. So provide your audience with some value and inspire them by sharing some of your best balance tips. This could be really as simple as sharing one of your favorite time management apps, or it could be as in-depth as a video where you're walking them through how you balance all the different priorities in your day. So let's take a look at a couple examples of some balance tip posts. This first one comes from Slicks Backpacks, and they are sharing a work-life body balance tip, and they have this image of a man laughing in front of his bicycle. And for some reason, seeing another person laugh just instantly sparks joy, and it catches your attention. And then when you look at the status update, they provide a really quick tip on how laughing can help relieve your stress levels. And so you can see this was an easy post for them to create. It's just a very simple photograph and then a really quick tip about how laughter can help manage stress and provide more balance in your life. Now let's take a look at another example. This one comes from Lisa Te, and Lisa shares a very short video. It's less than 2 minutes on work-life balance. And as you can see, she got a lot of engagement on this, lots of likes, comments, and tons of views from a very short and simple video just sharing some of her work-life balance tips. Okay, let's move on to the fifth and final tip in today's video, and that is number 60, a favorite book. Now this one's pretty simple. All you're going to do is share one of your favorite books. It could be a personal book, or it could be a book that is related to your niche or your industry, or maybe a book that would really appeal to your ideal customer. Now, to take your favorite book post a step further, you could provide some key takeaways from the book or share a review of it, what you really loved about it, and then also include a link for your followers to grab their own copy of the book. So let's take a look at a few examples of a favorite book post. This first one comes from Bibliophilic Ferret, and she shares a book review about this book Circle. And you can see, again, it's just a simple photograph. It's her with the book and her ferret, but she provides a very detailed review in the status update of this book. And at the end, she says, "I will recommend this book to everyone until the day I die, 5 out of 5. So while she may have a simple image on here, she did have to put in a lot more effort in this review. Now, you don't have to go to so much effort with your favorite book posts. Let's look at another example. This one comes from Adam Shickley, and Adam has a very simple status update using the hashtag favorite book, and then a really simple photograph of the book. So while you can see Brooke's photograph, that looks pretty staged. It might have taken her a little more effort to take this photo. Adam's looks like he just did a really quick snapshot while he was sitting in bed reading to his kids. So I shared this example with you to show you that your posts don't need to be super in-depth. You don't need to put tons and tons of time into them. You don't need to have perfectly staged photographs, and you don't need to have really long detailed status updates. You can still keep these posts really simple and really easy to get good, helpful content out there. So that's it. Those are ideas 56 through 60 of my 100 social media post ideas. Now, if you'd like to get notified when I publish the next video in this series, then please hit the subscribe button down below. That will let you know when I publish ideas 61 through 100 so you don't miss a single idea in this series. Or if you want to get your hands on all 100 ideas right now, don't forget about that free cheat sheet I have for you. You can download it over at angiegensler.com/cheat sheet. And then once you download that cheat sheet, you'll be redirected to a page where you can check out my social media content calendar. Now that calendar plans out over 365 days of content for you. And I've put everything into that calendar of all my years of research of trying to figure out what works and doesn't work on social media. That calendar has actually helped thousands of business owners around the world, and many of them are calling it a complete game changer for them and reporting that it's saving them hours of time and stress managing social media for their business. So I would love to have you go check that out as well. You can go directly to it by heading to angiegensler.com/calendar. Now, if you liked this video, please let me know. That means so much to me, and it helps the algorithm also know to share this video with more entrepreneurs just like you. So hit the like button or comment down below and let me know what post idea you love the most and you're going to try out first. Well, that's it for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.